Hi, my name is James Kane. This is a presentation on mobile security and its role in graphic design industry. In design and advertising, the two go hand in hand. There's many avenues of design. Technology plays a huge role in graphic design and advertising today, with all the different ways people can advertise on computers, on television, on radio, still in print. Print's still a huge avenue of advertising and design today. There's so many ways that security has become a huge risk in some of the electronic avenues in today's society because of how advanced technology is. In design, there's many different programs that designers can use to do a variety of things. Each program has their own specific limitations according to their uses, but technology as a whole is still limited today. Technology has come a long way since electronic media has started, but there's still limitations. For example, some of the programs used today that are shown here can create whole websites, but at the same time, they may not be able to alter a photo the way a person or designer envisions it. There's still that limitation of the program that limits you to what you can do as opposed to your internal vision of what you want to do, and that can sometimes be a problem for designers. Another issue is copyright. Designers have to be ethical with their creations and make sure that what they design is original and not infringing on copyright. If someone else thought of it first, even if it's just similar to an existing idea, copyright can become a huge issue. That's where mobile security comes in. Graphic design can be a very mobile career. With tablets and smartphones today, there's a lot that can be done on the run in a split second remotely without a designer having to be at their computer. They can change different things in a project. They can send it to different people. They can make it viewable to even more people. They can send it to different websites. And they can all do that in the palm of their hand at the touch of a button with mobile devices. And with mobile devices comes an added layer of security risks. Computers have their own security risks, but mobile devices have, I wouldn't say they have more, but they have other security risks, adding a new level to the security required in the mobile aspect of design. Mobile privacy is very attainable. There's many programs that give you access to different security measures that help safeguard against people pirating or stealing your files and information. There's also programs that safeguard you against threats online and threats from different programs and how they access your information on your phone or tablet or any mobile device. Each program specializes in something similar to design programs. Some of them are a lot safer and do more than others. Some of them are your basic antivirus and security, like AVG is simply scans your device for viruses and malware, gives you some internet security when you're browsing the web, it alerts you of different threats. It will scan apps and tell you if there's phishing software in them. While there's other programs that can help encrypt your phone, can lock individual apps and individual files. There's a wide variety of things you can do. Simple solutions are, as far as security goes, there's the programs I just mentioned to safeguard you against attempts to steal or delete your files. Preservation, it's always good to have multiple copies in different locations. I usually keep a copy of all my files on my computer as well as one on my external hard drive. That's similar to backing things up. A lot of people use the cloud these days. I don't personally use the cloud too much. I'm still unsure of the safety of it and the access that potentially others could have to your files being who knows where on the cloud. Either way, if your main source of storing things is on the cloud, you definitely want to back them up on a hard copy, such as an external hard drive or a flash drive. There's many things you can do to back things up. There's desktop external hard drives that aren't really made to be portable. There's also portable hard drives like the one I personally use that are very small and compact and easily transported places, much like almost the size of an old iPod. Some of the uncontrollable things are things such as the government. I personally know a little bit about the government and the NSA, and some people think there were contracts with Verizon and AT&T the phone companies were somewhat willingly giving call records of customers to the NSA, sometimes on a daily basis. Things like this are hard to control, but at times even the government realizes, with the Verizon and AT&T turning over call logs to the NSA of all their customers regardless of status. This past year, it had been going on for almost 2 years, and I believe it started sometime in late 2012, maybe early 2013. Earlier this year, there was a lawsuit against the government, the NSA specifically, stating that what they were doing with or how they were obtaining the call logs was not completely legal the way they said it was. The way they were allowed to do this in the first place was the Patriot Act, and recently people have found that what the Patriot Act states and what the NSA was actually doing by obtaining mass call logs regardless of what customers they were from didn't really coincide. The NSA is not really allowed to collect everyone's phone records for no reason. There's been multiple lawsuits, class action lawsuits, individual lawsuits from companies, from individual people against the NSA at this point. Surprisingly, I heard one story that a judge actually pretty much told the NSA that if you don't want these lawsuits, then maybe you should have rethought what you were doing. Pretty much from a federal court standpoint, their take on this is the NSA knew what they were doing and knew that it may or may not be completely legal, and if they wanted to avoid a legal mess, they should have avoided invading people's privacy. Mobile security, well, companies provide you security. That also comes at a price of them monitoring a lot of what goes on. It's not quite as bad as some of the things the government monitors. like security companies, unless you authorize it, don't take your call logs. But using security systems, I know companies such as Brinks and ADT, they have like mobile apps that you can control your security system. Some of them even come with mobile security. At this point, though, controlling your security system with an app kind of lets the company into your phone to a degree, but I don't personally think it's that threatening. It's just one more avenue of them to keep watch on your systems and help keep your home or whatever safe. At the same time, depending on how you use it, you could be allowing them a lot more information than you intend. My personal thought, the best way to keep your information safe is to be conscious of it and be conscious of who you let know what. I think there's no better way of keeping anything safe than controlling who you let see it, who you let know about it. While this isn't always completely the easiest option, it is one of the best. By controlling where your files are and monitoring who sees them and who has access to them, you can be more sure that your security is not being compromised. While some people just upload things to random clouds without really thinking about where they're going and who may have access to them, they're putting themselves at a lot of risk, a lot of potential risk. More often than not, it turns out to be safe, but there's always that 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000 chance that someone gets a hold of your files. In conclusion, there's a lot of security risks that come with mobile technology. Technology offers many capabilities of media and advertising and design. Lets you do a variety of things that weren't really possible in recent decades. But at the same time, the different technologies open up different avenues of security risks, and each individual has to be more aware of what they're putting where and what they're keeping safe, and just pay attention to if you use security apps or security software or security systems. Be aware of what the companies have access to, and even in your daily, like with Verizon, with your cell phone, be aware what your cell phone company has access to and what they give other companies access to. I have heard recently Verizon has stopped giving the NSA call logs and stopped allowing the NSA to access different information. But at a personal level, you always want to be aware of what's being done with your information.